Hello, my name is John Bennice. I'm an advisory board member of Rezonent. And it's interesting how I got introduced to the company. It was really random. I met Jeremy in a social situation. He began to tell me what he did. And it sort of coincided with my background, which is 28 years in EDA. And I've worked in EDA across a number of domains, but power with a couple of companies. I've worked for several big companies, maybe 5 or 6 startups, two of which were working in the power domain. I started to dig deeper. Actually, Jeremy introduced me to the folks at Rezonent. I met with Ignatius. We started to talk about what Rezonent did and how they reduce power in semiconductor technology. And it became more and more interesting. And I started to look at the chances for success of this company as I look at a startup. And I realized, wow, this company's trending in a very positive direction. If they can only deliver, they will definitely be a player in this industry. And as I look at it now, Rezonent actually did deliver. They provided their technology in a 28 nanometer crypto processor and proved that they could get a 30% power reduction, 40% heat reduction, which I know is a big accomplishment in power because a lot of companies are looking for 5–10% to be happy and getting that, but 30% is a big deal. As you probably know, Moore's law is something that's really improved design in terms of being able to reduce area and increase performance by 2x over every 18 months. But the power is not something that can be improved like that unless you use a technology like Rezonent. And so when I look at the potential for success of Rezonent, I say to myself, wait a minute, Rezonent, power is only being improved by 20–25% as it relates to moving from one process to the next process node smaller. But that doesn't solve the problem because you're doubling the density, which means that you're doubling the power density, the energy density as well. So it's the energy, the power is actually accumulating, which is a bad thing. And I think that Rezonent really effectively solves that problem because you add that 30% to the 20% that's already being done by the process technology node migration. And now you've got something that scales with Moore's law. So power can finally do that using Rezonent technology. And I think that's important. You ask yourself the question, is it trending? Is it scaling? And the answer is clearly yes. The fact that they've already succeeded in 28 nanometers is really vital as well, because that tells me that they're going to succeed in the FinFET and wraparound FET nodes because the capacitance is increasing, the dynamic power is increasing, and these are all things that Rezonent technology can take advantage of. So am I optimistic? Very. At this point, I think all it's going to take is good execution. They've proved that they can execute in 28 nanometer. I think it's going to be actually easier for them to execute in the advanced nodes because of the increase in dynamic power, and I'm very positive about the future here.